Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to Light Talks Football and welcome to another episode of Premier League predictions. Now, we're going to do something a bit different today. This season, I haven't go over my predictions and tell you guys how many points I'm going to do. So from now on, every time I do Premier predictions, I'm going to go over, tell you how the game went, how many points I've got, and how many points I've got overall. So that is what I'm going to be doing from now on, so that you guys will be not thinking, oh my days, he's predicting, but how many points has he got overall? So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. And I'll do this as well at the end of the season. So there we go. So, and this time I won't forget. So I'm going to tell you guys how the game went, how many points are going for Wall, and just quickly predict this week's Premier predictions because they are midweek games and eight of them can be live on TNT Sports if you're in the UK. If you're not, you can either watch it on Peacock, NBC, Super Variety, all that stuff. So yeah, but since I'm in the UK, I can get to watch my game live on TNT Sports because a big game is on Thursday. Chelsea at home to Manchester United. But we'll get to that one in just a minute. But before we get things started, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you click the subscribe button if you're new to this channel. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Tell your friends or your family to share this with anybody so that they can come along and give their predictions in the comments down below, or maybe something else. If you want to talk about football, just let me know. And don't forget to hit the bonus notification as well. And before I start, I like to say, I hope you guys have a great Easter. Easter Monday and April Fool's Day was yesterday, so that's interesting. So I hope you have a great Easter weekend. And yeah, we're in April already. I mean, 4 months already in 2024, and there's 7 games to go in the league. I'm telling you, time is going quick and fast. So there we go. So yeah, not long to go. Not long to go. The season for the Premier League is about to end very, very soon. So it is what it is, man. So yeah, guys. So before I predict this weekend predictions, let me go for last weekend's predictions. Here we go. So basically, as you can see on the screen, this website tells you what the correct score line was. The green tells you that you got the goal scoring right, but the red tells you that you got it wrong. If I get two reds at the same time, that means I get 0 points because I got the prediction wrong. But if I get the green ones right, that means I get um that means I get 3 points. But if I get one, like if it shows red and red, but I said that Newcastle win, I only get 1 point, if you know what I mean. So that is how the rules work. So obviously the first game, sorry, let me remove this. So the first game was Newcastle versus West Ham, and I went for West Ham. Sorry, Newcastle won a 3-1, and obviously I got 1 point for it. And I tell you, the Premier League was definitely bad because what a game that was. Newcastle took the lead through Isak's penalty in the third minute, and then West Ham were 3-1 up at half time. And then they bottled it by making Newcastle win that game 4-3. I mean, 7 goal thriller. Listen, this is why the Premier League will always be the best league in the world. Yeah, always has, always will be. There's no other competition that will beat that Premier League. I mean, what a game that was. It really was a really, truly, really good game. And I certainly watched that one because it's on earlier kickoff. Now, there's a couple of things I need to talk about. First of all, the West Ham second goal, for me, that wasn't a goal because John Bowen slapped, yeah, Bruno Guimaraes on the face, or maybe it was another player, I can't remember. He slapped him on the face. So I don't get why that one stood. I really don't get that one. But the Anthony Gordon one, for me, that was not a penalty because there was not enough contact, even though Golden touched the ball first, there was not much contact. So to me, that wasn't a penalty. And if those two decisions didn't happen, maybe I would have gone to 3 points because Newcastle's penalty shouldn't happen and West Ham's goal should not be stood. Or maybe I could be wrong. Maybe I shouldn't get at least a point. But yeah, the West Ham second goal, should be disallowed. And the Newcastle's penalty was not a penalty or Anthony Gordon at all. But Newcastle won 4-3. They're in seventh place. They are points behind West Ham. So they're looking to go back to European places and they're starting to do it. So yeah, fair play to Newcastle, but for West Ham, you bottled it. And I know that many West Ham fans will be angry at David Moyes. Like I think his substitutions, I forgot who it was, like taking off Paqueta or maybe it was somebody else and bringing on another player just changed the game. It really did change the game. So yeah, David Moy, West Ham bottled it, but for Newcastle, 4-3, they won it at the end through Dan Burn. That's what I'm telling you guys. James Park is a difficult place to go to. It really, really is. So yeah, but well done to Newcastle. They've won, so I've got a point on that one. Now the rest of the games, um, I didn't watch the highlights, which is unfortunate because I have plenty of stuff to do. But I'm going to tell you guys, the Bournemouth game was 2-1, and I was this close. So yeah, unfortunately, I got a point on that one. And I forgot to tell you guys, every time, yeah, I like predict a 1-1 or 2-1. It actually like goes to 2-1. I'm actually this close. Every time I do the prediction, it's always this close, always this close. And there's so many games today where I was close. I really was close. So yeah, but I got a point on that one. So yeah, 2-1 to Bournemouth. But there are some games here where I should have went for my first prediction. And that is Forest against Crystal Palace. Remember, I told you guys that this game might be a 1-1 draw. I should have went for that one because I couldn't go on the 3 points. I really couldn't go on the 3 points with that one. So yeah, maybe next time I'm gonna go for my first prediction. I ain't gonna change. I ain't gonna change. I'm gonna stick to that prediction from now on. Simple as that. The Chelsea one, obviously I watched the game, and I'm not going to talk about this too much because I did reaction to it. 2-2. I mean, I don't get why Chelsea's record after the international break is just horrible. It really is. Like, listen, but this one we should like. This is Burnley. You know, they're 19th in the league. They were down to 10 men, which I thought the red card was harsh. And that was definitely not a penalty because I saw it back and it was a bit soft. But the decisive goal, that goal should have stood because the ball hit his shoulder and it was the player dragging him down. If that goal would have disallowed, then maybe they should have given a penalty for that one. So obviously the referee and the VR were disgraced today. But listen, we were lucky to get a draw because at the end they could have won it. They could have won it at the end. And if we would have lost to them, I mean, this draw feels like a defeat. If we were lost to them, there was seriously a banter club. We're no longer a big club anymore. We're no longer a fair club like we used to be. You know, when we had Jose Mourinho in China, when we had leaders, we don't have that anymore. We don't. And you know why? It's because of these owners. And when I go and by the way, guys, I will be on DL Sports to talk about the whole Chelsea situation, so make sure you tune back in, you know. But this team is rubbish, man. This team is embarrassing, you know. And I said the European thing is over. Um, I say maybe during Christmas or maybe after the Wolves game. I told you guys, yeah, would not make it to Europe, despite me saying that I'll finish in fifth. And the reason why I said that is because what we saw in pre-season was really good. No, I mean, yes, there's some games we did concede, but we managed to win and only got one draw. So, and that's where Pochettino, for me, plays some really good football. I would have thought they would do the exact same thing in the Premier League, but he didn't. And that's why for me he's got to go. But if we sack him now, it'll be way too late because he should have done this in December after the Man United game or maybe the Wolves game. Or maybe, let me put it this way, he should have never ever been the manager in the first place. I didn't want him. I really didn't. There was better managers out there that were better than him. But Todd Body said no. So either Todd Body needs to fix up, otherwise fans, we need to protest. We need to, because this thing cannot continue. It just cannot continue. So there you go. But yeah, 2-2. I mean, yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I mean, the Sheffield United game, honestly, I didn't expect this. 3-3, 3-3. and Chelsea got them next weekend. You know, I mean, I believe was it Sheffield United were 2-0 up, and then Fulham made it 2-2, and yeah, and there was 15 minutes on the clock. I feel like it was because of the player that was either injured or stable. And yeah, before I continue, I want to say I'm very, very disappointed for the Chelsea woman, you know, and it's kind of like the same thing, as the Carabao Cup. Early goal disallowed, the opposition's going late. I mean, honestly, but listen, the women's team has still got a chance to win the trophy, because win the title race, even though Man City are on top because we got a game in hand, winning semi-finals of the Champions League and winning semi-finals of the FA Cup. And that's what we got after the international break. So the women have got three chances of winning a trophy, whereas for Chelsea men, one. Three is bigger than one. So listen, even though I was disappointed, we can still have a chance to win the treble, like we've done during COVID. So but yeah, the quadruple is over, but I'm proud of the girls. I really am proud. But another game against Arsenal in the county card where we cannot win. But at least it's not like a battle result like it was last season. So we tried. We really tried. So yeah. And I want to say, was it Freenham? Yeah, Freenham. I want to wish her a speedy recovery. In stoppage time, she did collapse, and yeah, it was really really sad. But she's stable and she's be able to move. So yeah, big up to Freenham Mama. That's great news. But I don't think she's going to be able to continue until she feels better. So yeah, so really really sad for her. So yeah, but well done to Arsenal. Um, they've won, but listen, they're not in the title race, they're not in the Champions League. So even though they've won one trophy, we have plenty of chance to win more, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but well done to Arsenal, by the way. Well done to Arsenal. But yeah, 3-3. Didn't expect that because Sheffield United barely scored goals at home. And they did that on Saturday, so fair play to them. They got a point. But for me, they're still getting relegated no matter what. The same goes for Burnley. It's simple as that. Simple as that. So there we go. The next one, I've got the exact, I've got the prediction spot on 2-1 to Tottenham because I did say this would be a tight game. I really did say this would be a tight game. Of course, Luton took an early lead. I forgot to score it, but they took an early lead and they're 1-0 up. But listen, this Tottenham squad, sometimes they lose, but sometimes they do win on the edge. And yeah, Brennan Johnson came on, made a difference. He scored, and then Son scored late. So I knew this game would be tight for Tottenham. That's why when people say 3-0, 4, I was like, Luton are fighting for their lives. They really are. So don't disrespect them. They're fighting for their lives. They're going to play some really good football. They really are. But yeah, I knew Tottenham will win, by the way, because that White Hart Lane. So yeah, 2-1 to Tottenham. I got 3 points for that one. So spot on. Absolutely spot on for that one. The next one, I didn't watch the home game, but I got 1 point. But next time I will watch the highlights, take some notes. I'm going to tell you guys what my thoughts and opinions on it next time. So yeah, I do apologize for that one. But yeah, Villa against Wolves, I went for 3-1 and it's actually 2-0. So Villa back in the top four. That's all I can say. Still 3 points ahead of Tottenham because Tottenham have got a game in hand. So if they win that game, maybe they can be back for the top four. So the top four race is still on. Really is still on. So yeah, yeah, 2-0 was the prediction, was the result, and I've got a point. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Um, the Brentford one against Man United. I went for 2-0 to Man United, and it's actually 1-1, so I've got 2 points. But you know what, yeah? I saw it stat, and Brentford had 33 shots throughout the whole game, just like we did. So so the fact that both Chelsea and Brentford didn't win that game, just shows you exactly just shows you that that's the position they're supposed to be, you know, because West London isn't taking over anymore. It's North London because both teams were in the top four. while both the West London clubs are in the relegation zone, even though Chelsea got 40 points, which is good, but still hasn't been a great season. But yeah, our Brentford should have won that game. Man United were very lucky, and both goals were late goals. First of all, it was Mason Mount, and I'm not, and I'm can't remember who scored the other goal. It might be Ivan Toney, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, it was late goals. But before that, it was boring. But Brentford did create so many chances, and Man United, I mean, like they are the first team to face any shot for Onana. Like, listen, as bad as we are, when it comes to stats, they are worse. They are worse. But listen, even though they're not doing well this season, they still have a chance of making it to Europe. So just still cannot discount Man United out. But they dropped points after beating Liverpool. So there you go. There you go. I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, but all I know is that they dropped points in the Premier League again. So yeah, 1-1 to them. 1-1 to them. So I got 0 points on that one. Right, the next one is and those are the games who I did watch is Liverpool versus Brighton. Now, of course, I went for 3-1 and it's actually 2-1 to Liverpool. So yeah, but listen, I feel like Liverpool should have won this game by more than 2 goals, because they had better chances. And listen, also I was this close for getting the goals going right and also the prediction right. If you remember back to the video, if you haven't, then go watch it back. I did tell you guys that Danny Welbeck will score, and he did. Mo Salah will score, which he did. Who else? Luis Diaz will score, which he did. And I also told you guys that Darwin Nunes is going to score, which he almost did, you know. So that's why I was this close to getting the 3 points. So yeah, but unfortunately I didn't. But I knew Liverpool would win, you know, because it's at Anfield, they don't lose. And but I did say to you that Brighton are gonna figure out a way to really hurt Liverpool, which unfortunately they didn't. But even though they've lost, they show heart, fight, desire, passion. Yeah, Brighton did more than we did at Anfield, which that's what tells you everything you need to know about Chelsea. Like it is what it is, man. But yeah, fair play to Brighton. They tried their best, but they knew that the better team won because Liverpool are top of the league. You know, they even though they're out of the FA Cup, they still have plenty of chances to win a trophy. Liverpool are the better team by far. So, but yeah, Brighton did well, to try and find a way to break down Liverpool. And they almost did, but unfortunately they've lost. And when I tell you guys here that look at the Brighton game, that is how you lose games. That is how you do it. Yeah. If you lose, but you gave 110% out there, do you think that the Brighton fans would be mad? Or if I would be mad if Chelsea played like that? I would never be. I would never be. So when Brighton lost that game, they showed heart, fight, desire, passion. They didn't get destroyed. They want to get another point. Yeah. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. When I see Chelsea getting destroyed and always keep bottling it, that's why I'm always angry because because there's way to win games and way to lose games and there's way to draw. But the fact that we drew against 10 man Burnley against the manager wasn't good enough. That's why I wasn't happy on Saturday at all, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but yeah, 1 point to Liverpool. I'm sorry, 1 point to me because I did say 2-1, sorry, 3-1 to Liverpool, so I was close. I was close, but it is what it is, man. 3-1. I mean, sorry, 2-1 to them was the prediction. 1 minute, guys. Okay, I've already got a couple of minutes. The next one, let me just be very quick. The next one is Manchester City versus Arsenal, and that ended in a 0-0 draw. And to be honest with you, this game wasn't particularly the best. I expected and Shani did say in a prediction that I expected like a 5 goal thriller, and I would definitely love that because both teams were in the title race. But that game wasn't entertaining. It was like a snooze fest. So honestly, I mean, both teams did create chances, but the best chance for Man City was Erling Haaland. Like he missed and go straight to the goalkeeper. Arsenal's big chance was where Trossard should have passed it to Gabriel Martinelli, but instead he didn't. That was the best chance for Arsenal in that game. So there we go. I mean, I'm not. I think that's the very first time since both teams didn't score against each other. And also, well done and fair play to Arsenal because they are the first team after Crystal Palace in 2019 to prevent Man City from scoring against them. You know, to keep a clean sheet in both games, both home and away. So fair play to Arsenal, man. Fair play. I have to tell you guys that William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes could be the two defensive midfielders to do defensive, two of the best centre backs in the Premier League. You know, because the fact they allowed to keep the fact that they kept clean sheets against Man City twice, especially against Erling Haaland, which they've locked up again, is brilliant. So fair play to Arsenal, fair play to Mikel Arteta, and fair play to the centre backs because they're doing really well. And William Saliba deserves to be the man of the match because him and Gabriel pocketed Haaland, but I think William Saliba did more. So fair play to them. So and fair play to Arsenal. And I did tell you guys that it's going to be a tight draw. I did say that, and I did also tell Charlene this as well on my YouTube channel, and she didn't believe me. Well, now she does. Maybe she thinks to herself, you know what? I think I'm going to be listening to a Shoki next time. But yeah, but be up to Charlene, man. Yeah. And me and her are doing the predictions on the channel, so make sure you guys check that out. So yeah. And we haven't gone through who won, but I will remind either today or tomorrow. So make sure, but you guys do check it out. But yeah, 1-1. It's actually nil-nil, so I've got 1 point. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, and I'm telling you guys that I've got 8 points for that game this weekend. So it's not bad, not bad. It doesn't beat the overall best record, which is 16 points, but yeah, maybe I will get it someday, just someday. But yeah, so far 8 points, so not that bad. So the games which I was close was the Bournemouth one, the Nottingham Forest one, because I should have said 1-1. What else? The Liverpool one, and I think that's it. I think that's it. So yeah, I would have, improved the points if you know what I mean. But yeah, but I really am trying. I really am trying. But let's hope I can go from close to now getting the 3 points, if you know what I mean. So there we go. Right. Now that is done, let me quickly give you guys the prediction for this midweek games for this week. So the first one is later on today, late, late night kickoff, and the first one is Newcastle United versus Everton. Now, of course, Everton lost, Newcastle won, and it's at and it's at St James Park. So listen, I don't know what to say about Everton, but they're not doing a fantastic job at the moment. So for this game on Tuesday, I'm gonna make this quick because I am running out of time. I've got to be live with my friends very soon, so I'm gonna make this very quick. Um, of course, I went for 3-1 last time, and yeah, I'm gonna go for the same thing. I'm gonna go for the same one because Everton are really bad. I feel like they will score, but Newcastle will just be all over them. And let's hope that Newcastle don't do the exact same thing against Everton because I don't think the fans can take it anymore. I don't think they can. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, 3-1 to Newcastle. The goal scorers, Dan Burn, Anthony Gordon. No, actually, no. Alexander Isak to score twice, and Dan Burn to score for Everton. The Colway. That is it. Yeah, the Colway for Everton. So yeah, that's gonna be my prediction for that game later on today. The next game, Forest against Fulham. Of course, Fulham. Wait, who did Fulham face? Yeah, I forgot. So let me go back. Who did Fulham face last? Oh yeah, they face Sheffield United and they draw. Yeah, they face Sheffield United and they draw. For this one, I feel like this might be a draw again. Because I thought that Fulham is going to beat Sheffield United, but they didn't, and they were really this close here to actually boxing it at the end. But luckily enough, they didn't. So yeah. But for this game, not to force against Fulham, I see this being a draw. I don't think it's going to be. I feel like this might be a 2-2. like a Desmond Tutu because you know oh shit of oh no actually no I know I said I'm gonna go for my first prediction so and I don't want to change it but I don't think I see a lot of goals in this game but it was last time but oh I'm really not quite sure to be honest. This one is tough and I want to get the prediction spot on. I really do. For this game, it's going to be a draw. I don't see both teams winning or one of those teams winning that game. So, yeah, I might go for 1-1 draw or maybe 2-2. No, actually, I'm going to go for 1-1 because before I did this video, I was thinking, yeah, this might be a 1-1 draw. So, yeah, I'm going to stick to that one. I'm going to go for 1-1. Simple as that. Yeah, 1-1 draw. The next one is Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace. Now, um, Crystal Palace, what was their game? Oh yeah, they drew against Nottingham Forest. Sorry guys, I just have to go back. They're up against Bournemouth who are at home. So for this game, I think Bournemouth are going to get another win because Crystal Palace, you know, they're still unbeaten, don't get me wrong, but Bournemouth have a good home record. And I keep saying that they'll play really good at home. So yeah, it really would. So for this game, I think Bournemouth are gonna get that win. So I'm gonna go for 2-1. I'm gonna go for 2-1 to them. Oh yeah, the goal scorers for the Fulham game, sorry. Fulham, Willian, Forest, um, Chatham Hudson Odoi. Yeah. For the Bournemouth one, um, Jespilin and Dominic Solanke. Crystal Palace, um, I'm not sure who's going to be scoring that game. Maybe I'm guessing Edward. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. But yeah, 2-1 to Bournemouth. It's going to be another home win. And for Crystal Palace, I'm not sure what they're going to be doing, but they need to win if they want to be out because they are really close to the relegation, like 5 points above Luton Town. So they need to get that win. But I don't think they will against Bournemouth at home. So yeah, 2-1 to Bournemouth. It's going to be a prediction for that one. The next one, Burnley against Wolves. Now, of course, Wolves have lost their game, whereas for Burnley, they drew against Chelsea. Now, and when this assistant manager came in, he actually did really well with Burnley, not giving up and showing heart, fight, desire, passion. And like I said before, they could have won the game. They really could. So this game is at Turf Moor. So of course there's unfortunately there's no physical company in that game because he got sent off. But I think the red card was hard on both him and the player because like I said, the penalty for me wasn't a penalty, it was soft. And I have to admit that as a Chelsea fan. And I first saw it I was like a penalty. When I slowed it down a bit, I was like, hey, no, there's not really much contact. So yeah. But listen, Burnley, they show what they can do without Vincent Company. So maybe the assistant manager, can he do the same thing as he did against Chelsea? We're gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, for this game, I think Burnley are gonna get that win, especially at Turf Moor. So for this game, I'm gonna go for Burnley win of probably yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-1. I'm gonna go for 2-1 because I think Wolves will score, even though they didn't do it the last game. I think Wolves will score, but I think Burnley are gonna get that win. The goal scorers, oh yeah, James will weekend to score. Um, oh yeah, Dacho Fana will be playing because he didn't play against Chelsea because he's on loan, so I think he will score. For Wolves, Pedro Neto. That is it. So yeah, 2-1 to Burnley. Because what they did against Chelsea was superb. If they didn't win that game, well, I would have gone for Wolves win. But Burnley are going to get that win. So yeah, 2-1 to them. The next one is going to be a very interesting one. West Ham versus Tottenham. London Stadium, London Derby. Yeah, looking forward to that one. Now, this one, I mean, it's so difficult because West Ham did really well against Newcastle, but they did bottle it. For Tottenham, they won their last game. So, but this game is at the London Stadium. So, ah, this one is so difficult to predict, you know. Because when I first looked at it, that this might be a Tottenham winner, probably 2-1. But this game is at the West Ham Stadium. But let's not forget, when Arsenal went there, they beaten them. When City went there, they beaten them. It's only that Man United couldn't do it because they were below West Ham. And the reason why Chelsea couldn't do it is because they're below them. So teams who are above them have beaten West Ham at London Stadium. So I'm guessing that since Tottenham are above West Ham United, I don't think they're going to destroy them, but I think they will get that win, even though this game is at the London Stadium. And let's not forget that West Ham did bottle that game. They really did bottle that game against Newcastle. So and I think many West Ham fans will be angry at that one. So yeah. So since Tottenham are above them, um, I might go for 2-1 Tottenham, but I think to myself, no, I think West Ham could win. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-1. There's so many 2-1s, you know, in this prediction so far. But yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-1 to West Ham because I feel like they cannot bottle it again. They just can't. And since you see them at the London Stadium, what they did against Newcastle, the question is, can they do put the same performance as they did against Newcastle? Like the likes of Kunders, Joe Bowen, Mikel, you know that stuff. We're gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-1 to West Ham in that game. So there we go. So yeah, it is what it is, man. So yeah, I've got to be quick, guys, because I've got to go live with my friends in just a minute. But yeah, 2-1 to West Ham. Right, Wednesday's game, sorry. Also against Luton Town. That's going to be a good one. It's at the Emirates Stadium. Of course, Luton lost their game. Also, they drew. Um, for this game, and I remember um, um, that Luton let also played a really good game. And in the fact that Declan White scored that late winner tells you that Luton Town were this close to actually getting a good point. Now I don't see the same thing at the Emirates Stadium, um, because um, because even though Luton are going to play some really good football, I believe Arsenal are going to get that win. So for this game, I predicted 2-1 to Tottenham against Luton Town. And I feel and I think another North London club will do it. So for this game, I'm gonna go for a Arsenal win of should I go for 2-1 or 3-1? Hmm. I want to get this one. I think this is gonna be a really tight game. It really is. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-1 to Arsenal. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-1 to Arsenal because yeah, it's gonna be a tight game. It really will be a tight game. Yeah, I'm gonna go for two excuse me. Yeah, 2-1 to Arsenal. The goal scorers for West Ham, I'm gonna go for Kundus and Joe Bowen. For Tottenham, Son. For Arsenal's goal scorers, I'm gonna go for Trossard and maybe Havertz. For Luton Town, Elijah. Actually, no, Ross Barkley. Yeah, Ross Barkley. So yeah, 2-1 to Arsenal's gonna be my prediction for that one. The next one is Brentford against Brighton. Now, of course, Brighton lost. Brentford didn't win. I mean, draw against Man United. So, yeah, I mean, don't know what to say about that game. The thing is that can Brentford get a win? Because it's been a very long time since they did that in the league. They're still, I think it's like 7 or 8 games without to win under Thomas Frank, and that's not good enough. That's ain't good enough. So, but they're up against Brighton, who did really well against Liverpool. So that's why for me, I seen it's been the Brighton to win, but listen, this game is at the G2 Community Stadium, so I'm not gonna go for draw on this one. I'm not gonna go for draw. I'm gonna go for 1-1. I'm gonna go for 1-1 because it is gonna be a really, really tight game, you know, because Brighton feel like they will dominate possession, but for Brentford, I feel like they will create chances, but I don't think they're putting above the net too much, and that's why I can see this being a 1-1 draw. So yeah, the goal scorers for that one, Ivan Toney for Brighton, um, Danny Welbeck, because he has scored in the last game. I feel like he will score in tomorrow's game as well. So yeah, 1-1, because both teams have been dropping points lately. So that's why I'm gonna go for 1-1. The next one, a good game. Manchester City versus Aston Villa. Now, of course, when these two faced each other at Villa Park, it was 1-0, and it could have been more because Manchester City got absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Now, for this game, they're still unbeaten at the Etihad. Now, do I expect as Manchester City to destroy them? No. But I expect, but listen, after that draw against New Arsenal, which I did say will happen, I feel like Manchester City will win this game. But the fact is that they need to but the fact is, can they do it when it up against Ollie Watkins, Leon Bailey, and all that stuff? We're gonna have to wait to see. But I feel like Man City will win. Ain't gonna be an easy game for them because Aston Villa will make it difficult. And that's why for me, for this game, I'm gonna go for a Manchester City win of it's gonna be a tight game. Do I think Aston Villa will score? Yeah, actually, yeah, they will score. So for this game, mm, I'm gonna go for 2-1 to City. Yeah, I might go for 2-1 City because Villa will score. Yeah, Villa will score. I'm gonna go for 2-1 to them because it's gonna be a tight game. The goal scorers for Villa, Ollie Watkins. For Man City, um, I'm gonna go for Haaland and Phil Foden. Yeah, Haaland and Phil Foden to score for those ones on Wednesday. So yeah, 2-1 to Manchester City is going to be my prediction for that one on Wednesday. It's going to be a tight one, but Man City still unbeaten at home, and it's going to be about 2 years if they continue like this. Because the last time they lost at home was against Brentford before the World Cup in November. So yeah, but it's counting and counting. They're trying to do what Liverpool and what Chelsea did, but it ain't gonna happen to them. It ain't going to happen. But yeah, I feel like Man City will continue that home unbeaten one. So yeah, 2-1 is gonna be my petition for that one on Wednesday. Then the next one is Liverpool versus Sheffield United, and this game is at Anfield. Now listen, Sheffield United did surprise me again, the draw against Fulham, which I didn't expect. Now the question is, were they able to put that performance as did against? Were they able to put that same performance as Brighton did against Liverpool at Anfield? No. But if they can put in their performance as they did against Fulham, then maybe there's a chance that they get something. But listen, Liverpool don't drop points at Anfield. They really don't. And I think that Liverpool are going to be all over them from start to finish. So there's no point of me saying that, oh, Sheffield United, they get something. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And Liverpool, I mean, they cannot drop points against the bottom of the club, bottom of the team, Sheffield United, because that would be embarrassing. It really would be embarrassing. So yeah. So for this game, my prediction is 3-0 Liverpool. It's going to be 3-0 Liverpool. I don't see Sheffield United scoring, and I don't see them winning, especially at Anfield. So yeah, 3-0 to Liverpool. The goal scorers for that one, um, Luis Diaz to score, Mo Salah to score, and Darwin Núñez to score. And I was this close for the Brighton one. So hopefully the goal scorers will be right, and hopefully my prediction will be right. So yeah, 3-0 to Liverpool is going to be my prediction for that game on Thursday. And the final one, Chelsea versus Manchester United. And this one is going to be a boring one. If Man United win, I will not be surprised because they have beaten us before. If Chelsea win, then I'll be happy because the last time we beat Man United in the Premier League is 2017. And if we don't beat them on Thursday, it's going to be 7 years. 7 years. 7 years. The last time that Chelsea beat Man United in the Premier League, I was in finishing my GCSE exam. That was the last time we beat them in the league. Like, and I'm doing work experience. 7 years. Like this thing has to end. I just want to see Chelsea beating Man United in the Premier League, please. But I don't see that happening. Because you know what I expect? I expect Chelsea to go 1-0 up and then just float up again in the second half. Because that's what I keep on seeing every single game. So that's why for me, Man United and Chelsea are bad, but Man United are above us, so there's no point. So maybe they could be the favourites. But to be honest with you, I think it's been a 1-1 because, both teams are really bad. They really are really bad. So yeah, the goal scorers, Palmer to score for Chelsea, Man United, Anthony. I swear, if Mason Mount scores against us, then we should have never sold him. And I know that many fans will be very toxic and very angry. So there we go. But yeah, 1-1. I'm just hoping that we finally beat Man United, whether it's 1-0, 2-1. And I keep on saying, I don't care if the performances are bad. Just get me the 3 points. Just get the job done. And we couldn't do it against Burnley. So yeah, like I said, if Man United win, I will not be surprised. If Chelsea win, I'll be very happy because we haven't beat them in a long time. So there we go. But anyway, that is all of the predictions. Let me go through them one more time very quickly. So Tuesday's games, Newcastle 3-1 win against Everton, a 1-1 draw between Forest and Fulham, 2-1 Bournemouth win against Palace, 2-1 win for Burnley against Wolves, and 2-1 win for West Ham United against Tottenham Hotspur. Wednesday's games, which is tomorrow, Arsenal 2-1 win against Luton, Brentford and Brighton 1-1 draw at the GT Security Stadium, Man City 2-1 win against Aston Villa. Then Thursday's games, Liverpool 3-0 against Sheffield United, and Chelsea and Man United to draw that game 1-1. So that is all the Premier predictions for last weekend and for this week's midweek game. So there we go. Right, guys. So, like I said in the beginning, from now on, before I do the predictions, I'm gonna go through all of them, tell you how many points I've got total all. So the last time I've got 8. Now I'm gonna be checking the awful points for this week games, and I'm gonna be telling you guys how many points I've got for that one overall. So there we go. But yeah, guys, we come to the end of this video because I've got to go live very soon with my friends. So make sure you guys check it out. And yeah, don't forget if you're new, hit the subscribe button below. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit the bonus notification. Share this video with everybody so that they can join in the conversation as well and be active in the comments below. And yeah, so big games. The biggest one is the Chelsea vs Man United game, but that game is going to be boring. So don't even bother watching that one. Because if you're a Chelsea or Man United fan, then you're going to have to watch that one. But for me, I ain't going to be watching that. I ain't going to be watching that. What I will do, but I know it's going to be a boring game. It's going to be 1-1. It is going to be 1-1. But if that game was like the Newcastle game, then boy, maybe it's worth watching for. But it's not going to be like that because both teams are dead. But we are worse. We are worse than Man United. As simple as that. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great, enjoy the rest of the games, and I'll catch you guys again very, very soon. So as always, big up your damn selves. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I'm out. Peace.